Now to a high-stakes legal battle in the Orange Democratic Movement, which has moved to court to challenge the conservatory orders stopping the removal of Edwin Sifuna as the party's Secretary General. The Oburu-led faction insists that Sifuna's case at the political party's disputes tribunal is premature and illegal, claiming that he did not first use the party's internal dispute resolution mechanism as required by law. Here is Stephen Leto with that report.
Only last week, the political party's disputes tribunal issued orders blocking the removal of Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna as the ODM Secretary General. And just few days before the hearing of the matter, Oburu-led faction have filed a response challenging the decision. In an affidavit filed by Halima Daro, ODM NEC member representing special interest groups, the party wants Sifuna's complaint dismissed. According to the affidavit, the party argues that pursuant to Section 42 of the Political Parties Act, the complaint should have been subjected to internal dispute resolution mechanisms under the auspices of the first respondent's party constitution prior to moving to this tribunal. ODM maintains that the NEC followed a constitutionally anchored internal process consistent with principles of natural justice and fair administrative action, and contends that the Secretary General approached the court before the disciplinary process could be initiated. In the court papers, Daro says the doctrine of exhaustion requires parties to exhaust available remedies before resorting to court action, and therefore this honorable tribunal has no jurisdiction to entertain this matter. ODM now says Sifuna jammed the gun by taking the matter to court, saying before the NEC could issue the formal notice contemplated under Article 74(3) and trigger the structured internal dispute resolution mechanism of the party, Sifuna prematurely moved to court and obtained conservatory orders restraining the party from proceeding further. This action effectively halted a process that was still in its formative stage, end quote. Daro told the PPDT in her affidavit that contrary to Sifuna's assertions, the NEC resolution was not self-executing. It remained subject to review, ratification, or further consideration by the National Governing Council NGC and the National Delegates Convention NDC in accordance with the party constitution. The party says the complainant interrupted a lawful, layered and constitutionally compliant internal mechanism. Affidavit notes that it is therefore only proper, consistent with the doctrine of exhaustion and ripeness and respectful of institutional autonomy, that this honorable tribunal declines to assume jurisdiction at this premature stage and instead refers the matter back to the party organs. It further states that to do otherwise will be to undermine the very framework that the law mandates be respected and exhausted before external adjudication is invoked. The Orange Party has convened its highest decision-making organ NDC next month to ratify the removal of Edwin Sifuna as the party Secretary General. Stephen Leto.